Hello YouTube, I Fix It All here, Team I Fix It All. We've got some, a few nectarines I picked, but I'm going to hold off on my peaches. They're looking pretty good. Let's take a look at the peaches. Ah, dang it. We'll have a decent little mess on here. Some of them fell, some of them didn't. But I need a few more days. They're not real soft yet. They're starting, I think, about a week. And some of these that are reaching out for more sunlight are starting to show. But I think a few of these are going to be earlier than others. But back to the zoodle or Zqoodle topic. Yeah, here's where I picked the nectarines right here. You'd think that bright and shiny one right there is ripe, but it's still a little hard. There's probably a half dozen left on this tree. Let's get back into the squash and the creativity. Here we go. Let's go see what Miss Brits is doing. Would you just look at that? A 4-quart bowl. That was those squashes I had earlier. And here's what we come up with.
That's for grated.
Yep.
That's the ends that I didn't want to get my knuckles close and I didn't want to use the guard.
Oh, this is the...
So those are just the little cut-offs that I put through. I have a salad shooter, which I love, or a food processor, you know, with the little grater. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But this is grated yellow squash, and then these two are the Zqoodles.
So creative too, because if you throw these in a skillet with some butter, if you top them off with butter and Parmesan cheese, oh.
I've also done them as lo mein noodles.
Oh, I can only most imagine them. Can you imagine a little bit of breading, and would they act like?
You could probably batter dip them and deep fry them and have them like shoestring potato.
Yeah, the
little shoestring potato chip things.
I don't want to insult all the hard work by referencing the little potato thing you get from McDonald's. What's it called? The potato
hash browns.
Hash browns. Yeah.
Yeah. You could do hash browns out of these probably. Especially if you added potato. You could add potato and.
How many squash was that for?
That was the 4 big ones. And that's what I got out of it. And then here is the seed.
I got to pick through all that.
So that's what I lost out of that bulk that I cannot use, but it will go either to our seed bank or to the chickens. And then this is our food.
This is so creative because you've got another way of using squash besides what you typically see chopped up and sliced into a stir fry or in a soup. This is like opens up so many other doors.
And another thing that you need to look at is return on investment.
Oh, we just looked up how much this is. I saw Kroger's said this stuff is...
Well, they're the little curly noodles, but still, it's the same thing. It's just a different shape. Same thing, different shape.
Right. Kroger was saying these things are $4 a pound. And that's in the zucchini variety only, which I would think zucchini would be easier to produce on a farm than these more fragile yellow squashes or zucchini.
I think they're more uniform shape, so they go through the spiralizer easier.
So this would be rare as hen's teeth. I saw it as high as $7 a pound for the zucchini Zqoodles.
And you can do this with any summer squash and some winter squash.
Pretty cool.
So, you know, you're looking at how much did we have in seed for, even if you go with 2 plants and you let them overgrow.
0 pesticides.
Yeah, 0 pesticides. Very little fertilizer. We did add just a tiny bit plus the compost and everything.
Triple 19.
But, you know, if you're looking at 2 squash plants, even if you buy a packet of seed from that has what, probably
6 or 8.
6 or 8.
You will probably have about 30 squashes off of those, maybe more.
So how much is a packet of squash seed this year? We've seen it mostly in the $3 to $5 range.
Yeah.
Unless you go to like a farm supply store that has it bulk, that sells it a little cheaper.
Like we do.
But you figure 2 seeds. So for under $1, if both of those plants grow.
You're feeding yourself and your friends, or
And
sharing.
your family and your, yeah.
You're sharing. Cool.
So
Well,
this will cook down a little bit. You know, so the bulk won't be there. So I probably won't get 8 freezer bags out of this. I'll probably get 6. But
what size?
quart.
Quart.
So I'll probably get about 6 quarts. 1 quart is enough. And Scott and I eat. We don't pick around and, you know, do dainty little elf portions here.
Oh my God.
1 quart bag will give us enough for a meal with the potential of leftovers. You know, for that squash, for that side dish, or to add to a casserole or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff. My mouth is watering just thinking about this.
Oh, and they're
with
good. They're
butter.
good raw.
Mm-hmm.
You want to try one raw?
Yeah. See what my squash tastes like this year.
Because you could feasibly do it as like slaw too, in this format.
See what I mean about creative? It goes a long way if you just start staring at something and you think, well, I could use it for this or that.
You just wait till I
And
get
then
into that patty pan.
Oh. All right, guys. We've created a monster. We need another deep freezer.
Oh, by the way, I did, and it's gone now because we wiped it out. But I did,
Oh, gotta hear this. Can't sign off until we talk about that.
yeah, I did like a zucchini bread recipe. Only I left out the cinnamon and I used yellow squash and blueberries. And oh my golly goodness. It was so good. I mean, the thing is that, especially with summer squash, there's really not enough flavor in them that they overpower everything. So you can turn them into what you want. This could be a main dish. It can be it can be a side dish on its own. It could be a dessert. There are a lot of things that you can do with squash. And they are prolific when they grow.
And it's 3rd week of July. You could throw out seeds in zone 6 right now and still have squash.
Probably get a few summer squash. It'd be...
Well, I don't care what kind of squash. You've got enough weeks and months to get warm weather and sunlight to get squash chooching along.
Yeah.
Along with your broccoli,
we planted
cauliflower,
ours in,
Brussels
May?
sprouts, and cabbage.
We planted our yellow squash in May.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the end of July.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I mean, we're harvesting pretty quick. But I was highly disciplined this year in seeding and starting seed.
Yes. And squash does not necessarily need to be started indoor. It can be direct sow.
Well, this video is brought to you by Sumac Tea.
Oh, listen to you. It is brought to you by Zqoodles.
The Zqoodles! Do the Zqoodle dance.
Look up that reference. It's from a cartoon.
All right, everybody. See ya. Bye.